It's time to get back into the past. Where's the caveman at? Good to see you all back. Hello and welcome to Ancient Cities once again. Hello, hello. Hey, this game actually has a release date now, finally, by the way. For those of you who were wondering forever when the heck Ancient Cities was going to come out, they just dropped their release date for sometime next year. Let me check Steam real quick. Let's see. Need a few more months to complete development goals, but it looks like they'll have a release for the 24th of March, a day after my birthday next year. Awesome. So, Ancient Cities will come out next year on the 24th of March, 2023. Fantastic. So that means that there's going to be a few more updates between now and the release date. The game is loading in the background, so we'll get started in just a moment. So just give it a minute as it has like an initial startup time whenever there's a new DLC. The game has to run and then kind of update itself through the game too. So anyway, for those of you who like games like Dawn of Man and or any of the other city builders we've been playing, Ancient Cities is certainly a very tedious and long and brutal type game where it's like it takes a very long amount of time for stuff to get done, and if you don't use your time wisely, people go and die to death. So a lot of potential here in this one for building cool cities all across the world. So with it releasing, I think there's still a lot of opportunity for more in this game, like the ability to build multiple ancient cities and have them trade with each other and create like different cultures to where people can like settle up and down a river and do fishing and trade of different types of goods, like especially like leather and tools and things like that. There's lots of stuff especially in Dawn of Man, that are very valuable to trade. And farming is a big part of the game now, too, with the most recent update that we're going to take a look at today being a part of burials and doing things like burial mounds and cairns and things like that, where once your people have kind of, worshipped their ancestors or whatnot, when it's their time to go, they can be buried in these mounds. And so the last big update we took a look at was the farming update, which featured quite a bit more of the end game stuff, which will be to build large farms, because as you all know, it's going to take a lot of hands in order to farm and do things like tilling and plowing and crop rotations and things like that. So we'll see how it goes. What's up, Klaus? How's Japan treating me? I just keep putting up photos every once in a while on Instagram of like my last trip to Japan. So it's kind of like I'm threatening, Chad. I'm threatening you with a good time. My good time, as in I could go at any moment. I could be. You know what? I'm going to Japan now. See you guys. I'll play Ancient Cities. Anyway, hey, Bargy, thanks for the 39 months. Wow, dude, as a Raptor hatchling. Hi, Raptor. Hi, chat. Love the content. Well, hi, emote to you as well. Hello. Thanks for tuning in. So as soon as this thing fills up, the loading time isn't usually this long, FYI, for anybody wanting to get into the game or has played before. If it takes a very long time the first time, it's probably because there's an update and then it just gets faster each load after that. This game could also be on sale on Steam, so check the Steam store page for more information based on when you're watching this. There's a Steam sale going on right now on Steam for the autumn sale, but if you're watching this in the future, it could be on sale because of a release or another update before the release or after the release too. Who knows? You love these kinds of games? Thanks for playing one. Yeah, this one I've been keeping track on for a long time. This one's actually had some really good progression to it. It started out really just like bare bones, almost like unplayable. Like we make that joke all the time, but aside from building a house and like picking berries, that was about it. But now there's actually like hunting and like there's like families can specialize in things where they teach information. And if the tribe doesn't do something, like a small group of people, there's no internet, there's no like, any sort of institution to teach people stuff. So if they forget how to like woodwork or something like that because they're too busy fishing and like farming, and you're not making enough tools or something like that, your village's knowledge will go down on those things. And so you can't always do everything at once, but if you're going to, it's going to take a lot of time to gather all those resources to keep those people fed and housed and whatnot. So but yeah, and there's a whole over here, there's a massive list of changes too. So if you want to read that briefly, there's been a lot of, as usual, updates to the game, some of which are back-end operating system type level stuff or graphic card level stuff, and other things are, made it so that way people eat less food or something like that. So, yeah. So anyway, good to see you all back. Thanks again for all the support. Ones in the chat, if everyone here is excited for Thanksgiving tomorrow, appreciate you all hanging out and being a part of the big O streams, brother. Yeah. Thank you very much for hanging out. It gets mixed reviews on Steam, so I'm hesitant to picking it up. Fair enough. Like I mentioned, this game for the longest time didn't really have much in it, and they had a high price point without a lot of content. So people, it was like the content was here and the price was here, but now the content has gone up. Now I don't know where it's at the moment because like I haven't played the recent update, and I don't know where it'll be when it like fully releases. But if you're on the fence, definitely hold off and wait until it releases next year. And I will cover this game more probably in the next. I hope to cover this. I think definitely 2 more times before the release. I hope there's 2 big updates to keep me interested in Ancient Cities before it comes out. And I hope after it drops that they add even more stuff. One of the things that everybody mentioned about games like Dawn of Man is that at a certain point, Dawn of Man kind of just finished its development, and the developers didn't add more to it. And of course, they could have continued on into like the classical era and like the Roman era of making, legions of armies and massive cities and things like that. But that game, Dawn of Man, was focusing on the dawn of man, what it was like to settle and finally figure out how to get reliable food sources for hundreds of years and like literally live in a particular area without leaving. So I think there's definitely like a want for these games to never end, to go from like literally banging 2 rocks together and learning how to what do they call that, napping, like literally like chipping a rock and then finding somebody else, like having the game start out like how it is in Going Medieval or RimWorld or something like that, where it's just like 2 people, then maybe more people find each other, and then there's like 4, then 10, 12, and then we're dealing with like 30. I think people want something that goes from literally like 1 person trying to survive and start a fire all the way up to like Victoria 2 and Victoria 3 level stuff where you're managing gargantuan empires. But it's hard to do that. A game you would never finish development. It would be like Star Citizen that way, where you keep adding more and more and more and more and more onto it. And I think you wouldn't be able to deliver onto the base things. So I think it's pretty good that, Dawn of Man focused solely on the Dawn of Man. And I think it's good that Ancient Cities is focusing on some of these early starts too, although the name is Cities, and we've seen things before from Ancient Cities, like different areas. Like the Middle East and Africa and things like that, where they'll use other building materials, and where the weather is different, to where maybe it's not winter they have to worry about as much, but cooling and water preservation and things like that for crop irrigation and for drinking water and things like that. So it'll be really interesting to see different building styles and cultural styles. I'd love to see it kind of go into what it is like with humankind, where we go into like, the Byzantine Empire and things like that. Like, it would be really cool to see early empire stuff at the very latest. You know what I mean? Like before Rome, really. Just like humans figuring out time and calendars and whatnot. And since this is the type of game where you're not necessarily a particular group or whatnot, you kind of, it's one of those, make your own story things, which is cool too, because then you're not limited to just discovering a certain technology or settling in certain areas to keep it historically accurate. And it's one of the fun things about Civilization, like the Civ games, is that sure, you can be like France, but you don't necessarily have to like be France where France is. You could just, made up Earth or whatever, and you go settle in the desert, and the French are known as a desert empire or something like that, Is this game finally worth bucks? It certainly is better than it was. Yeah, this game has definitely made some really good improvements. The farming was the most impressive thing to me. Boy, I don't remember it taking this long to load before. I'll have to write a note next time to make sure I start this before the stream. I knew there was a little bit of a loading time, but not this long. Also, there's some big reminders to keep your graphic cards updated with this game too. But yeah, I mean, this game lacked hunting. This game didn't have like multiple homes to build. There was a lot of things that like were promised and have become delivered upon. So at least there's promises made, promises kept for what they promised for updates. But I think this is the type of game where the scale is immense. Like, they could continue on for years. But the fact that they have a release date for March 24th of 2023 is good. And I have good confidence in at least there being more in the future, and not just like back end improvements. But I will say though that at least this game doesn't have the frame rate issues that Farthest Frontier has. It's been boy, like 6 months or so for Farthest Frontier, and there's still those like can't even get over 10 frames like FPS on the like just the city, like you not even doing anything, like just the city, the people going about their day is just too much, even on beefy PCs. So, but that game needs improvement too. But what I think is good about these types of games is people are more and more. I think people are becoming more and more patient with city. The city builder community is a lot more understanding of like how complex some of these systems are and like what's possible out there. And our expectations are going up along with that too, where it's like we're getting games like Manor Lords and we're getting games like Foundation, but yet we also have like City Skylines too, and those are completely different city builders, yet very much the same at the same time. So I hope to see more development on all fronts of those games. I always feel like that's the good thing about supporting a sequel is when for example, when City Skylines 2 is announced, it's going to be like, how many steps backwards are we taking for money, where they can make it a DLC later on, and how many steps forward as of where technology is from, let's say it comes out in 2024, versus where City Skylines came out, 2015 was it? 16? Whatever it was. There you go. Oh, this game is on sale now, 25% off? Oh, good. Excellent. The game's on your wish list for ages, but the content was a little bit lacking, only from YouTube gameplay, though. Yeah, I mean, I'll admit that there's certain... this is the type of game where every time that we come back to this game, we usually build, like, a house, and then that's about it, because I don't come back for, like, a multiple... This game takes a very long amount of time to play, but if you play it too quickly, then you'll have problems, because if you don't have enough food, everyone's going to die anyway. So it's like, you want to hurry up and wait. Like, you certainly want to make sure you've got food, and that you need to monetize every moment in this game. Like, you need to take advantage and cash in on every second you've got to gather, to build, to collect and store things. So this is the type of game where it is meant to be played slow, which even with these streams that run a little longer can be challenging, because if we play this for an update, typically it's not really ideal to do like a 15-part update video, unless it's something like Valheim, where like everything from the beginning is different. As with this, there's new structures and stuff, but in order to get to those new structures, we still have to go through the regular gameplay loop of building the buildings and such. And I would say that a game like, a city builder, you want to see what's new and like have it built right away. However, the drawback is we have to, and it probably is a good idea to start over every time that we do that, to show the progression of what may have changed from the very beginning. And sometimes you just, game versions mismatch, so you have to like start over. That's how it is. What's up, Nicholas? How you doing? You'd like Daniel, you want a City Skylines, but on the country level with interconnected regions and resources. That would be genius. I would love something where it's like City State or Tropico and City Skylines. Like, don't just manage a City Skylines city, but just like a whole, a region or a small nation. That would be fantastic. Then you can set all the policies for the whole country. And what would be cool is all of the cities that you built could work together. SimCity tried to do that too. And I think that's why SimCity tried to make the map small, so that way people were forced to have different specialty cities. Although I think we can, at this point in technology, SimCity came out about almost 10 years ago now. So it would be beautiful if we were able to get a new, game that would take into account all the new technology and all the new, people using SSDs and processors and stuff being faster, to then give us more. I think that'd be fantastic to worry. And I would like it to worry about more things than just like City Skylines essentially is like taxes. That's it. Like you designate an area for houses, the houses come in, you put down jobs so that people have something to work at, tax dollars come in, then you build another road, then you do it again. But a game that does that really well is Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. And it's just like Ancient Cities is kind of based more on the resources than money or something like that. So again, I would love to see a game that it's not necessarily just about tax dollars and money, but about like, hey, if you're going to build a highway, takes concrete, takes rebar, takes concrete, takes cement trucks, it takes workers. How are you going to get those workers there? It takes, like construction equipment. You're going to have to manufacture the construction equipment. That's one thing that Workers and Resources blows my mind on, is that like you can literally build a bulldozer in Workers and Resources Soviet Republic and then like have the bulldozer delivered to the construction site. And I would love to see that in City Skylines. Like if you're going to build a highway, you should be able to plan the route, and then the logistics of the construction needs to begin. Like a highway shouldn't just be like sprouting out of the ground like it's plants. People would have to go there and like cut down trees, bulldoze, create a grade, then start laying down gravel and all the other things that are needed just for a regular road. It would be cool if a hospital construction, took years and not just like an instant build. It would be really nice. I think that would be fantastic. I would love to see Tropico, City Skylines, Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic kind of thing. Like all in one would be fantastic. All right, looks like we're about loaded in. This has been a much longer load than I remember for this game. I hope that that's something that they'll improve upon in the future. But luckily, though, again, just as a reminder, this loading screen that we've had to sit on is not necessarily the loading screen for the game. This is the game, like, further installing all the new things from updates like that. Boom. So if we restart the game, it should start up automatically immediately. All right. At least that's the idea. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and start a new game off the new update and see what's new. Oh. Did they extend the map a little bit? I don't remember being able to settle down in Spain. I still would like the ability to zoom in, though. All right, let's go ahead and try to start as late as possible in the Neolithic era. I think they'll let us start in... Oh! Look at that. Yeah, if you go back far enough, you actually see Doggerland and stuff. Check this out. And you can see the Earth thaw. And as time goes on, you can see it change. That's cool. So depending on when you play, the map will actually change based on the Ice Age ending. All right, let's go ahead and try to settle. Let's try to settle on the border of France and Spain. Close to it. Let's go southern France, right around Meow. Certainly want to settle on a river. Very important. That should be a good spot. Right there. Okay, so we're starting in 1722 BC. And it'll be spring. Cool. Yeah, near all the cheese, yeah. All right, so there's our tribe on the left. Pause time. Ooh, we're near like a neat little like knot in the river like that. Nice. Yeah, I don't, that's another thing in this game. I don't think there's boats. So when we do fishing, it's literally like spear fishing near the shoreline. We can't make like boats and go to the, oh man, it would be cool to settle down here too. All right, let's try to settle right there. Let's rename our tribe, Raptorians again. And let's try to change, can we change our flag? I don't know if there's a way to do that. I feel like you should just do that anytime you want. But anyway, there's our stats. So you can see like our house building, our farming, fishing, ability to, I think, tan? Building fences, tools, etc. That's cool. So we're starting with 12 males, 13 females, 7 children, 17 adults in total, and 25 people in total. Starting with 6 leather, 20 fine sticks, and 123 dried fish. Alright, let's go ahead and settle here. Just a short little walk. Oh, apparently we're starting in 1720. I thought it said 22. Okay, let's get moseying on over to the old river. So my hope with this world map is eventually like having multiple settlements. And the ability to build boats and send stuff down river would be amazing. Imagine like being able to settle in Egypt too. And being able to pick different regions. Like right now it's Europe, but imagine like making your own, you know, ancient Egypt, but it's not Egypt. It's like your style of Egypt. That'd be super cool. Bum, bum. Oh, there we go. Oh, it took 2 years to load the game. That's why. Okay. I mean, fair. That was a little long, but again, just to make it clear that that's a one-time per update thing. Why the walking? Well, because when you first you choose like an area in the larger map, like you choose where in Europe you want to settle, and then when you see that smaller map, you can choose like if there's a lake nearby. You can kind of, it's like a more precise movement of exactly where you want to settle, which is good because if you're near like a river that's a little larger than another one, maybe you want to go settle on the bigger river. Oh, all right, let's slow things down here, Chief. 1 FPS. All right, let's give it a minute to load in all the... Damn, that looks really detailed. I gotta give it to him. This is a very detailed looking landscape. Like, look at that. Little rocks, boulders, shrubbery. Very nice. Alright, is that better? Nah, it'll get better as time goes on. As time goes on. There's the river then. There's some really good spots for us to settle. Ooh, look at this. Elevated land there. Okay, these are reeds. This would be very good. Somebody in chat was saying that in winter now, houses will collapse if there's a lot of snow. If it maybe it depends on the type of house you build. We definitely need to settle somewhere where there's a lot of reeds, though. This is good, too. That's good, too, and that's good, too. We do want to settle near trees, though. We will need to cut down trees. Yeah, I've settled on hills before. That's bad news. Takes a long time to walk. Oh, this is great, too. Oh, this would be a good spot as well. Is this the edge of the map, though? No, we're good. Alright, where's our people at? How far would they have to walk? Oh, that's not that far. Alright, they're in a pretty good spot then to go anywhere. Let's try. If we build here, they could literally walk across the river to the trees. And we usually settle near a rock, which is like our god. Just kind of how we do. Do we need nearby stone deposits? Yes. Stone like that will be useful for building stone walls for maybe animal husbandry. I'm not sure if that's a thing yet, but... And there's a hell of a lot of reeds over there, too. And how are we doing with fish? Can we see, like, where fish are? Well, regardless, I think this is a pretty good spot, and there's not... The water's not too deep, so we can pretty much cross wherever. I think we're going to build here. So let's start laying out the camp. Alright, here we go. Wait, what is this? Work groups. Oh, they've changed that. Nice. Knowledge. Storage. Okay. Alright, let's build. I remember how to do this now. Okay, so we can make work groups for different types of things. Raptor, if I check your channel, is this going to be a game you've played before? Yes. If so, was it a popular video? Yes. Yeah, this game's been popular on the channel quite a bit. Pelt huts, small straw huts, reed, straw, big reed, big straw, and Neolithic roundhouse. Oh, that's what takes the raw stone. Takes mud, reed, sticks, ropes, and logs. We could definitely build that. We definitely have the materials, but not the time. Oh, we can also migrate if we want to. So if this spot sucked, we can literally just move again. Kind of cool. Nope. Go back to the settlement. All right, let's lay out the camp. So let's put down a fire. Start with a small fireplace. Right there. Okay, and then we want storage. We'll store things maybe over here. I think those are a lot of... That sticks there? It might be branches. Yay. Alright. Yeah, that might explain why the loading took so long. I had a video going in the background. Let's also change to this. This might help. Or not. I will do that. Okay. Okay, so we got a building area for the initial campfire, and then we've got a bunch of storage spots. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll on pause time and let them come over and start building that stuff. And then let's take a look at the new buildings. Neolithic offering, common grave, a stone grave, men here, small temple, men here. Oh, a passage tomb. Trithlion, temple, men here, and an altar. Okay, so some of those are new. What is that? A clearing area. Oh, you can just clear land that way. Workers will clear the area of obstruction. Okay, so you can, like, make pathways and stuff between your village stuff. So, like, get rid of all the grass around the village, basically. We have a mill, farmland, we can make dryers, threshers, pelt tanneries. There goes a deer. Alright, cool. And the people are on the way. Alright. Day 1. Let's make some work groups now. Gathering group 1. Gathering. Number of members. Let's do... This will be for food. Let's do food gathering. We've got quite a bit of fish in storage, so let's just start with like 3 people. Actually, 2 is good. And we'll set them on automatic gathering of berries, mushrooms, pulses, beetroots, roots, clams, hazelnuts, rose hips, honeycomb, and meat. I think these guys work in conjunction with the hunters, that when the hunters finish the hunt, they will skin the animal, bring the hides back, and then they will leave the meat for another group to gather that. I think that's how it works. Alright, let's do crafting. No, another gathering group for sticks and stones. What kind of berries? Probably blueberry bushes, chat. Your specialty. Alright, let's do sticks and stones. And we'll probably put like 6 people on that. It's going to be important to start with. Let's do... Plant fiber will assign to a whole different group. Let's do sticks and stones. So flint core. We'll have a different group for logging. Raw stone. Sticks. Fine stone. And we'll leave mud alone. All right, another group. Food gathering. Oh yeah, so this group will announce that they can't find certain things either because it's not in the season or they just simply don't exist in where we are. Like clams are usually found near the ocean or near a river, so they might not find them. Fine. Basically just whatever you can find, just bring it. Well, let's do another gathering group for plant fibers. Do a group of 3 plant fibers non-stop. What are we doing? We are getting ready to build a campfire, and that's going to require sticks and stones, which one of our group is doing. Then we're going to build homes, which will require plant fiber, which some of our people are doing too. You can actually see them like down there chilling out, taking breaks on that rock and stuff. It's kind of cool. All right, so this is plant fiber. I was going to make this a reed group, but we'll just go with the plant fibers then. And then we'll need to designate the storage for certain items. Stones up there, and then sticks and wood. Let's do sticks, fine sticks, and logs. Need one for plant fiber. Oh, you know, we can also have them take their pelts here too. They were transporting some pelts around. I don't think they're raw hides, though. I think they're actual leather. Ah, we should have one for straw. Alright, we need a builders group. And a craftsman group soon. Wood chopper, farming, crafting. Okay, we can't do wood chopping without tools. Same with farming. I guess we'll start with a crafting group. Let's start making rope infinitely out of that, and pine sticks up to 10. And you know what? For ropes, I'll just do 25. Then we'll be able to make biface and wooden spears out of that. So hunting, and the biface is used for cutting like a knife. So for skinning. Not enough sticks available. Okay. We'll add some more people to the stick group. How many is that? 3, 6, 7, 8? Do 10. Okay. So now hopefully people are bringing over... Well, they're going to clear out these construction areas. They're going to bring straw over there. So eventually we'll have to do fishing and hunting when we make tools. Yeah, the game stays in the Stone Age so far, although it does specifically go into like the Neolithic and the... we'll see how like far in advance it goes. It would be cool to go into like the... Maybe the Iron Age a bit. We'll see. I hope so. But since it's not really out, who knows? Mohammed, hello. See you. All right, we got to increase the labor age too. Since we're trying to get started. We want everybody to work since we literally have nothing. Like, sure, it probably sucks to build a house when you're 5, however, it's probably better than freezing on the ground. Alright, we're speeding up time. This will be interesting. What's up, Anders? How you doing, dude? Bum, 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 bum. And it's spring of 1719 now. -13 degrees Celsius out. Oh, another great thing about this game too is, as you notice them walking back and forth, I love when games do this. There's no road making. People just make the roads by whatever the shortest distance is to the job. looks like that campfire's getting up. They're working on it. Oh, these guys are making ropes. Nice. Wait a minute. No one brought over sticks, though. I need to assign somebody to building. Let's have 2 people do that. There was a way to do that. I forgot how. Or that we can assign this to a work group. I forget how the hell this works. Let's see. Move any structure or project to a selected group or back to the tribe. Oh. So essentially, moving it to the tribe means that they are... It's like in Banished or whatnot, when you have people as laborers versus having an assigned job. So anybody who's unassigned will work this. So there's probably not too many people not doing anything then. Got 15. How many people do we have in the camp? The 20 or something? $25. To which 17 should be working. Oh. But actually somebody just came over and started to build it, so it's working. It's almost done. Nice. Nice. So as soon as that's done, then we start the house building. And then we can build nicer stuff. So I'm not sure. Okay, I think it's got the materials. They just need to complete the construction. I mean, that looks pretty done. Someone's just got to light it up, brother. Okay. Speed up time again. Hey, there we go. We now want to slow down while we plan our housing. So we build a pelt hut because we have some pelts available, so that'll at least basically be one free house. So we rotate. Okay, so they'll clear the ground out and go gather more materials. Oh, we gotta have somebody on gathering reeds. I'm not sure if they can be harvested now or if we need to wait later in the year. Wait. What did I title these other group? And let's put people on reads. And we don't have a storage area for that, so we'll have to make one. I like how a couple of people are sitting on the rocks to make ropes. Good. It's going to take a while to make houses. And ropes are kind of like the two-step process. We have to gather, you know, plant fibers and then make ropes out of it. And we need quite a bit of them. Okay, let's speed up time then. And actually, maybe we should make one house out of straw at least. Or not. Well, we could queue them up and just increase the priority. Let's just make that one the top priority house. And then we'll do one out of straw. Then we'll move on to reed later. So we're gonna have all the houses built, I guess. Which we can always demolish a house or reclaim the materials from another. We'll make that one tier 2. Second priority. Alright, let's go. Trying to get 2 houses up. We'll work on 2 at a time. I forget how many they hold, but with 25 people, we're going to need a lot of houses, dude. A lot. Good morning. Do I think this is better than Dawn of Man? This is more robust and diverse in the early stages that sometimes you plow through in Dawn of Man. Dawn of Man, the beginning of it's very fun. You usually plow right through into the, you know, right into farming. Like you get your initial setup in your first year or two in Dawn of Man, you spend farming. Sorry, hunting, and then you want to start moving right into farming. But this is, because it's focused more on the early ancient times before Iron Age and such, which eventually it could go into, but I appreciate the fact that this at least has more stuff to do with the beginning, which is still pretty light. But humanity didn't figure things out for a very long time. Robust. Yes, it's thick, robust, and voluptuous. Yes. Cool to see the frames of the 2 houses. Hey, alright, a house is complete. Alright, let's build another one. Try to build another straw house. This will be our like first year housing, and then we'll have to step up to like mini year housing. Like big tents, big. Big-o. Let's make that 1-1. 2. That one could stay normal priority. You love the ambient sounds in the game? Yeah. And the grass and the differences in soil and such look really good. Like dirt, rockiness, grass, shoreline. All look really good. Voluptuous. Robust. I love that. They're gathering rocks and putting them into storage too. They got their good old-fashioned sitting rock. They don't make them like they used to, chat. Rocks nowadays, no good. The rocks back in the day that were good. Good old sitting rock. Hey, Benjamin 2000, thanks for the 20 months. That person's name was Didon. Pretty close to Dijon. Nice thing about having a river here too is we can do a lot of fishing. Like there's a lot of river here. Can't there just be a city builder where you don't have to worry about your people starving all the time or get attacked by raiders or bears? Well, that's true. I mean, you know, remember, welcome. City Skylines is a little lighter on having to worry about like people's individual needs for food and such, but you still have to provide like, I guess that's the fun part of a city builder is as more and more people show up, they require more and more things to stay happy. Schools, hospitals, police departments. Dude, I can't believe how quickly things are getting done. I mean, this doesn't seem like a lot, but compared to where this game was, this is getting good. Did we gather any logs yet? Maybe I should tell a group to go... Oh, damn, that guy of his own free will just gathered a log. What a champion. That's fuel for the fire, baby. Well, if you want raids, Dawn of Man or Farthest Frontier are probably your best bets for, like, getting attacked. Raptor, what year did they teach the rocks to roll? Like the 50s. Yo, Vance, what's up? Beat up again. So after we get a couple houses done, we're going to start focusing on tools and making food. And we should probably work on storing food too. But I think the houses are first because we do have fish in storage. We have 39 dried fish. Hazelnuts. Okay, let's have the craftsman start working on Add 2 more people to that. We'll see if we can go get a hunter going. And then we'll have to get a drying rack up too. Let's make 3 of these. 3 of these. Let's get a drying rack going for meat. In the promotional screenshots for this game, the developers really found some beautiful landscapes to build their villages. I hope there's a way in the future to like get some cool coordinates or something of places to build. I always end up settling near a river, and it always looks beautiful near a river, but it's, you know, you kind of have to do that because that's where all your reeds and your fish and stuff come from, so. But sometimes they settle up on like there's like a beautiful ridge, and then it goes like gradually down to a river, and sometimes it's like, man. Nice strategical place to defend. Yeah. I mean, you always want... I mean, I guess this ended up being kind of flat, but to be fair, there is kind of a hill nearby, so, you know, that's why you use the migrate tool, too. You could, like, have them come here, have this load in, take a look around, not like it, then leave again.
Happy early Thanksgiving, Raptor.
Wow.
Just a thought, maybe do a blast from the past one day with the colony in RimWorld. Love the content.
Oh, thanks, Brave Wolf. That's nice, man. Happy Thanksgiving to you, too. I've never played RimWorld before on the channel. Or in general. So if we ever do RimWorld, it'll be like first look. And then you'll have those people who are like, first look, this game's been out forever. You lied to me. It's like, no, this is my first time playing. It's not new. This game's not new. I didn't say it was new. This is my first time playing. It's my first look. No, no. You know, this is usually the comments. You know, gamers, wise and never judging, well calculated and thought out before reacting to things. What's my level in Darktide? 12? I don't know. I think Lumberjack's probably up to like level 50. That dude plays that game all the time. Just stop lying and there won't be a problem. It's true. But I'm not lying when I'm saying first look. Like, the words first look implies your first time playing. So, like, what you're hoping when you use the words first look is that people in the comment section afterwards will, like, leave you little tips and, like, you know, be understanding that it's your first time, but also help and guide you. These comments would drive engagement. Engagement equals pump up on the recommended list. Chat, don't be evil. I know how to get on that list. Essentially, I don't want to do it. Let's not talk about it. I know what's required. Oh, look, they're cutting reeds. Nice. I really hope that translates to a lot of reeds, because we need a lot. Like, a ridiculous amount. We have 18, okay. But I see people bringing more. So for our gatherers... Nope, not that group. Right, plant fibers. Can we do straw gathering? Ah, we can. How many plant fibers do we have? 58 plant fibers. We have no ropes because the ropes that are made are automatically turned in, like they go straight into the houses. That's good. Oh right, I heard about the what's the new DLC for Rimworld called? It's like bio something, biosphere, biolife, bio something. Biotech, yeah. So we are making rope, but as soon as it's made, it's going straight to the houses for construction, so that's pretty good. All right, I'm going to ask this group to also gather straw. You know, actually, I think we could store straw on an actual haystack. Requires a log and other stuff. But we'll be able to get it off the ground. We'll store it on the ground for now anyway. It's going straight to the houses, though. We're probably not going to be able to store much straw for a while, since it's going straight to the homes. Yeah, Biotech's the new update. Well, that's cool. Or the DLC. I forget what this update is called for Ancient Cities. But it has to do more with, like, You know, I remember when they added that to Dawn of Man as well. I thought that was pretty cool when they added, like, large temple-like structures you could build and rock scrapings and things like that. It's really neat. When you could start making more megaliths and decorating and... Yeah, we got 2 more houses going up now. Well, actually, house number 2 is almost done, and then there's 2 more going past that. But they are prioritized, so all the materials should be going towards this one at least. But it looks like they've started on these other 2. But I hope that means that once all the... Because it goes in stages. Like, first they need sticks, then they need ropes in order to tie the framework together. So I assume once the first house has everything it needs for phase 1, the other ones can get phase 1 as well. Then phase 2 is just straw. But I want to see that Neolithic roundhouse and see if we can build a burial thing. The real achievement in this game would be to, like, get a population of several hundred and then just see a few deaths a year and actually be able to bury them in there. Can you make mechoids in Dawn of Man? I mean, like, battle mechs? That'd be sweet. What's the difference between straw and hay? Well, in most games, they combined it into just a building material. And so, in this game, well, in Dawn of Man, I think the only way to get straw is the traditional way of harvesting wheat or any sort of grain crop and then taking the stalks and drying that and then turning it into a building material. But often in these games, they'll combine that and hay, which is dried grass, which is usually used for feeding cattle and other things. And Could be for a building material too, and they'll kind of combine it together. So the real life difference is that hay is grass that is dried and straw is from the grain stalks. But I see a lot of games just say hay, and then they just combine the two. Like, for example, in Dawn of Man, or maybe it's in Ostrave, you can get straw as well, and it can also be used as hay to feed the animals. But a lot of the times that's just a placeholder because they don't have like a way to harvest the grass yet. Like it's still being developed. Yeah, hay is for horses, yeah. The old saying. Yeah, straw is used for animal bedding mostly, yeah. Hay is for food. Hey doors. Swedish for goodbye, yeah. Hello. Hey, hey. Isn't it just relaxing watching the AI do their tasks? It's true. It is satisfying to see like a conga line of people coming and going, you know, bringing stuff back and forth to the camp. I'll tell you what, though, we played about 1.5 billion post-apocalyptic games. And it is nice to see a game where we're doing this without electricity and without like people having to go gather like corrugated steel. Although I don't mind it. Like it's totally cool too with like surviving the aftermath and stuff, having that kind of thing, but like instead of a game being medieval or not, I always just think of it as like pre or post corrugated steel. Because like a lot of medieval games will have you mine iron and turn it into weaponry and stuff, but once we see corrugated steel, that's when you know it's post-apocalyptic. Breach Owl, thanks for the 5, dude. Damn. Hopefully it reads your thingy here. I'm gonna wait and see if it does. I like when the bot reads it. Ma'am, we got a super chat. Do you want to say something? No? Breach Owl donated 5, or tipped, or whatever you want to call it. Super chatted. Such a dumb name, super chat. The worst is the super stickers. Oh, there we go. The super stickers are just like, what the hell, bruh? Breach Owl with the 5, wow.
Raptor, thank you for putting up with my bad puns. They're barely acceptable.
Wow.
You always grin and bear it. Hope you have a great tea day. Peace, Bray.
I didn't even read that. I should have read that before I let her. I wish she didn't read it now. Thanks, Breh. Appreciate the support. Can we get a Breh wall in the chat? Can we get some Dylans? A Dylan wall? Can't believe how hard I laughed at that game, dude. We have a Breh emote in the chat. And it's, if you've ever seen the game called The Quarry, that character's name is Dylan. And when he came on screen, he's just got like this... If you've ever had a stoner friend with like -5 motivation, that's what Dylan was like. He's like the kind of guy who knows he works at Subway in 4 hours, and he's on his way, and he only lives a block away, but he still somehow manages to be late to his job at Subway. I mean, you know, that's fine. That's fine when you're in your like high school years and stuff, but it's hilarious, man. Thanks, Brad. That game was good. I was gonna play the. They have another game called The Devil in Me that came out, but I asked them if I could play it, and they said no. Literally, what happened? It's like, hey, could I? No. So they must have saw me play the Quarry, and they were like, this guy sucks. We can't let him play. He enjoyed the Quarry too much. We can't allow that to happen. That's probably not what happened. That's not what happened. It's a Bandai Namco game. It's the same people who made Ace Combat. I've been to that studio before. I've met those people. They owe me. You want me to play Chinatown Detective Agency instead? 100 new members during this stream, and I will play Chinatown Detective Agency tomorrow for Thanksgiving. 200. 200. I really don't want to play it, so I'm making it 200. Your move, chat. Click or tap join. Who kommer det sig att du pratar svenska? Eh? Okay, wait a minute. Construction's kind of stopped on this one house. What's going on? Or has it stopped? It's probably just taking a lot of materials. You guys don't want me to play? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I'll just leave it at that. I don't even hate that game. Why they take a long time to build? Oh, you know, they couldn't swing by the Home Depot and pick up a nail gun. You want me to do a cooking stream? Now, see, that I'd be interested in. In order to do that, I'll have to figure out a way to get a laptop and like a little... I'll just get a camera and a laptop and then somehow link it to this PC in another room and see if I can do that. Be fun. Also, I'm going to have to figure out multiple cameras, though, because multiple camera angles for a cooking stream would be good. I'd have to have one over, like, the pan, and, like, one over the stove, and then, like, one on the countertop so I could switch between the two, so I could, you know, if I'm making something with chicken, you know, I could show seasoning the chicken or whatever out on the counter, and then, you know, whatever, adding it to the pasta or something, whatever. Oh, where did I learn to speak Swedish? Friends, Rosetta Stone, and Sweden itself when I was there. Yeah. Cool language. Like it. Okay, Constitution here is 141. So if that goes up... Well, this person looks like they're actually gathering more straw? And then it should be delivered. Right. Yeah, they're doing what they gotta do. It's just taking a long-ass time. Oh, yeah. Yo. Det hemma bra. Jag gillar det hem. Det hus. Alright, so it's just going to take a long time. So the more building projects I give them, the worse it's going to be because, you know, nothing will get done. So it's very tempting to, like, also try to build a few pits for food storage and whatnot. You know, how are they going to store... Now that we've got large farms in this game, that we can build large farms, what's the best way to store food? Like, making some baskets is going to be not a good idea for all that food. Also, how much plant fiber are we storing? 82. What's the biggest threat in the game? Probably winter and not preparing for the lack of, like, natural foods. Like berries and, well, you can still hunt and fish in winter, but you won't be able to farm. So dying to death is always your biggest worry. Dying to death is, of course, the leading cause of permanent on-lifing, so that's not good. Intable. Alright, so we're down to like 8 hazelnuts now for the whole group, so we need to start hunting and fishing. So let's see what the craftsmen were able to do. Let's put a few things on pause. Is there a way to do that? Ah, now that we've done some woodworking, we can figure out how to make the tridents. Okay. Okay, gotta change some of our plans. Fishing and hunting. Two people fishing. We probably won't have a lot of stuff to fish with and to hunt with at the moment, so... and hunting. I do like in this game how you can tell them what kind of a game that they can hunt to, like small game, big game, you know, like elk and... Well, I don't know if they have... Well, they have deer, but I forget exactly what some of the prehistoric terms are. Like non-nuggets, but what's the thing called before they make nuggets out of it? Like the white thing with legs and it goes like cock-a-doodle-doo, whatever the hell that is. That thing. Usually, I thought they would just get their food from the grocery store. Back then, I just get mine from the fridge. I don't even go that far. El Polo Loco. Does the game have any combat? The most amount of combat there is like you throwing a spear at a deer. But there's not like tribe combat yet. However, I think it'll be a thing in the future. Because if you can make a spear, I don't see too much trouble making it where you can fight against somebody else. I'd like to see it. Do you have zones for hunting or animals that are roaming? You can tell them they can hunt in the entire area around the camp, but you can tell them what animals you want them to hunt. So obviously the bigger animals probably take a little longer to hunt, but will be a bigger payoff in terms of pelts. In fact, I don't even know if you get a hide from like a small animal like a rabbit or whatnot, but you do get meat, so that's good. Oh, nice. This house is almost done. It was at 141, now 186. Very good. You just want to have all the houses done by winter. I mean, these people are used to traveling outside, sleeping outside, so... Alright. So now we want to build this house and then maybe the drying racks. It looks like these are almost done too. Yeah, you don't have to paint zones. I do like that, how, you know, you give somebody a spear, just tell them to go hunting and they'll just... Let's begin the hunt in the direction of deer. You know, that kind of thing. Boy. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, we're starting to actually get fish. All right. The raw fish are coming in. We can dry them on the racks when they're done. So we do have multiple food sources. That's good. Hey, straw hut is complete. House number 2 is up. That could house 4 people. So we've got housing for 3 plus 4 plus 8 more on the way. Puh, but we got 25 people. I don't know if the kids actually take up a slot. Like if a child has parents and they're in a tent, I don't know if they like take up a spot or not. A lot of games are like that where a family, you know, like two families of 2 can have like 2, like a mom and dad times 2 with a couple of kids, and then they'll be able to live in the house or something. It might be limited to families and not just necessarily occupants, which would be fine, because then that would be how it is in Austria, where it's like 2 people can get together to have a child and then live in that house until the child moves out and then they die or whatever. Then it begins again. You know how it is. You know what I'm saying? When do we start construction on the Dino Nugget factory? Bro, we're way behind. But I like how the map is actually being like lived in a little bit. Like you can see where they've been walking. Pretty cool. I need to put more people on straw gathering. Let's go ahead and gather. I think we have over probably over 100 now, but let's just... Yeah, almost 100. How are we doing on ropes? Ropes are going straight to the houses and to the racks. How is this start different from your other starts? Has there been significant change? Well, I mean, I'm able to get stuff done faster every time because I'm getting practice in on how to do it. But I've always wanted to start near a river because rivers equal reeds. And apparently a straw house can collapse in the winter now. It has the chance to, so regardless of that, we're going to try to make as many straw houses as we can first. Sounds like a horrible idea, but I mean, I guess we're going to make straw houses and then try to also at the end of the year build reed houses. So at least they have some sort of shelter for the year. Then better shelter hopefully come this time next year. We'll see. But I've told everybody to step up the straw game a little bit, so that should... Yeah, it's making those houses go a little bit faster. And we can also give the order now, I don't know if this is new or not, but the order to like clear the landscape on the ground. You can tell them to clear ground so that way it looks a little more realistic around the camp. I can just tell people to do that and then they'll clear the ground. Then that grass will probably turn into dirt the more and more they walk on it. And we need to build a bigger fire. Whenever. Yeah, the NPCs have good detail. Sometimes they have like mud and other things painted on their bodies, which is pretty cool. They'll have like primitive tattoos, body art. More houses needed. Is there medicine or herbs to gather? Rose hips are maybe the closest thing I can think of. Big storm. I wonder if it damages the houses. Super heavy rain. Big rain. Big. What's up, KS Gaming? How you doing, dude? The rain is cool. Hey, another house completed. We got 3 homes, 4th one's going up now. Drying racks are going up, although good luck drying anything in this rain. Fishing is going on, and our people just found some berries. Good. Alright, let's reduce stick and stone. bum, bum, bum. Man, it's been raining forever. I'm trying my hardest not to give them any more tasks because we want to get everything done first. We got one more storage thing, a fire, and then another house to complete. Oh, we had our first successful hunt. All right. We had 10 meat, 16 fish, and some hazelnuts. Perfect. Beautiful. Oh, good question. Is there pottery in the game? I don't think I've seen that yet. Clay deposits and pottery, I don't think I've seen. Good question. If not, I think it needs it. That'd be a big way to store food. And one of the things I really liked about Vintage Story, if you like this or Dawn of Man and you also like Minecraft, there's a game called Vintage Story which goes heavily into like making stone and wooden tools and making clay pots and things like that. So yeah, this game it is early access now, and it'll be coming out on the 24th of March in full release. So when I cover it on March 24th, 2023, I will say that it's a new game because it'll be like newly out in 1.0. Like they say it's released, so that's the full game. What's cooking? Well, maybe some meat. How are we doing on straw? 130, nice. Probably all getting delivered to the houses. Yes, fishing tridents are coming in. Wonderful. Is it coming out of beta? Well, yeah, I don't know if this is beta or I would assume this is early access. Now they have a release date, so soon. But you know what else is in beta, chat? Darktide. Warhammer 40k Darktide. Yeah, I think early access is a good new way to... The reason they do that is because they want feedback from people before releasing a game. And because of Discord and because of like... I mean, every time that you guys leave comments on videos or in the chat commenting on what you think and feel about a game, developers are listening and want to make changes too of things that they may not have thought of or heard of before releasing a game. Why, like, I think Company Heroes 3 was delayed like 3 or 4 times is that they want to keep changing the game based on what people's feedback are. You know? I mean, you have like 20, 30 people who are in charge of a game's direction, and then more people on top of that who are in charge of making that happen, but, you know, millions of people may play those games, like Company Heroes, and give feedback as to how things, you know, on one hand, you don't want the same game every time. On the other hand, you do. It's hard to do that with a game because typically, you know, you might have the same character in a game, but sometimes not too, like city builders. Or like Tropico. They're going to make Tropico 7 sometime soon, and you know Tropico 7 is going to be on an island, it'll be in the Caribbean, there'll be El Presidente, but how does Tropico 7... which doesn't exist, I'm just making it up, who knows? How is that going to differ from 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Happy New Year's, you know? Red Dead Redemption 2 is 67% off, just saying. Oh yeah, I want to play that when we get to 4,000 members, so... Member bombs are helping that happen. I've never played Red Dead Redemption 2. And I'd love to do a full playthrough of Grand Theft Auto on the channel too, but both 5 and 6, but you know, music. Okay, all the houses are completed that we plan to build now. We just need to build a fire pit, and we're going to keep building the houses. Where are reeds? Oh, 77. How much to build a reed hut? $150 for the big reed hut. Hey, a group of migrants have arrived. One person. All right, welcome aboard. So that's how new people can join your tribe, I guess. They can walk in. That's kind of like how it works in... Yeah, what was the name of the other city builder we played with the... It's Caveman City Builder? But it kind of plays like how Going Medieval does. Uh-oh. Look at how pretty this looked. Wow. Is this the new person? No. Oh, it's called Sapiens. That's what it is. Sapiens. Okay, well now let's add some more homes. I'd like to build the big hut now. Build the big reed hut. Oh, we got some good food coming in. They're going on the... Oh, I forgot to approve things for the drying rack. Okay. Or I didn't know I had to do that. We'll do 2 fish. And 1 regular meat. That'll help us to prepare for winter. Alright, big reed hut helps 7 people. The recipe is right up there. Let's change our carpenter or craftsman to back to 10 for ropes. Cool. What's up, Oswald? Good to see you. Yeah, this game's got a lot of tiny detail. And we always usually try to fly through it, but I want to try to build one of the new burial structures if we can, or at least put it down. And I don't think we'll have enough time to definitely do like a, you know, fully functioning farm with a population of 100 people and like tons of houses and stuff, but we are going to try to build some of the new stuff and see how it works. Which means that if they put burials in the game, death is a thing now. Maybe it always was, but... Settlements Evolution of Ages. Ooh. That sounds cool. Yeah, the city's name is Raptorian. Well, I guess it's the Raptorian settlement, so. As usual, you know us. We're always here, Smiley. Okay, what does this building need? Looks like they're working on the ropes part of it. This probably needs some logs. Let's turn on... I guess we'll add logs to the sticks and stone groups. They might be able to find logs just on the ground. It's possible. This reminds you of Donna Man? For sure. For sure. Vibin'. I wonder if it's if it's raining more, if weather patterns are based on, you know, it's spring, so more rain is expected. You played Donna Man earlier on Blood Lake on hardcore, not completed, little tricky. You know, I found the combat ones not to be as hard, but the short summer, long winters one to be really tough. I guess there's one more thing I can do, go back to Donna Man and complete that. That's like the last thing I haven't done in Donna Man. The only thing I haven't done yet. Alright. Such pretty music. Vibin'. Oh, they're napping again. Alright, so we got the big house to complete, and then maybe we can start some farming, although it might be a little too late this year to... Like, I don't think you can really... Often in these games, it's a good idea to start the farm the next year, and then maybe you can farm some crops early year 2, but definitely by year 3. Sometimes you want to first you want to do your housing, immediately followed by food, because usually you start with a little bit of food. All right, let's finish up the big hut. Is it a Pizza Hut? It could be a Pizza Hut. Peter the Hut. The big straw hut too. Let's try that. Try to build all the buildings we may have not seen before. Although I think the ultimate goal is to try to build these Neolithic roundhouses, which seems like the sleep that they would get there is really good. It's insulated because of the mud and the sticks, providing a foundation for that, and possibly using raw stones. This will be my house, Smiley. Gathering mud will take some time, though. What's up, Carlos? In the last playthrough, we made a town center at the Y of a river. It took a year. You think you're in the same path? Yeah, I think so. And I'm not even sure. Well, we usually get houses up for everybody. But it's always good to go beyond. Have more houses than you need. Because random people can come in from off the map like we saw before. Oh, also, let's make... well, I was going to make one house a priority, but you know what? Let's just leave it as it is and see what happens. That means 14 new homes. Or 14 new places for people to live. That's good. Oh, we got dried fish coming in. Fantastic. Let's start getting ready to store that stuff. Oh, we have a storehouse. You know what? Let's try to build one of these too. I've never done it. This could be a good storage for food. What does that store exactly? Elevated storehouse will prevent wild animals and ground moisture to reach stored goods. And it seems to have a lot of storage, so that's good. But we also need to learn some weaving, so let's put a little... Oh, we want to keep the skills, so let's... Store a little bit of food there. Okay, we'll do 2 baskets, 2 pits, and then try the storage building. I don't think I've ever built that. It's been around for a while, but try to do it for first try. We got a lot to build, so hopefully our building teams are up to the task. Game's making you want to chow down on some delicious jerky? Oh, yeah, for sure. Do the people have different abilities? Yeah, so it's tied to, like, family stuff. There's, like, a whole family tree. And then that's tied to things like charisma, fitness, intelligence, skill, and will. And then each of these people have certain knowledge, so they can contribute different things to the camp. Like, these people are so busy trying to survive they can't know everything, so this person knows about leatherworking, fishing, and building houses. Or those are the few jobs that they've worked. So altogether, these people can share knowledge kind of together. In other words, 8 people might know how to build, 8 people might know how to fish. There you go. Huh? Do they pass that on to their kids? Yeah. And if they don't use a skill, they'll lose a skill. So your whole town, if it's been a while since you built something out of wood, you might want to order like a wood construction project. Otherwise, they'll forget. And they can refine that skill and pass it to others that way too. Doesn't have to necessarily be family. Someone else from a different family can teach someone, and then they can teach them. Oh, it looks like the reed hut is getting real good. Very, real good. Yeah, wow. That's... Yeah, that's... Wow. That's real good. Oh. Nice. Oh, it's getting there. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, wow. Yeah, those two are looking great. Wow. Wow. Now, they're not done, but, you know, they're getting there. Bum, bum, bum. I think it's been like, what, 6 months to this? Yeah, I forgot a lot of the basics over the time that I played this, but the more I've played it, I'm starting to remember the importance of the work groups. And, you know, like, you're not building buildings for particular jobs in this one. People can do the work because they're, like, buildings didn't exist. So it was just like, you get a rock and it'd be like, all right, go kill that bear. Like, wow. I don't know if it gives you does it tell you homeless? Well, we have 27 people in the camp. I think each of these give us 7, so that's 14. Plus 3. Plus 4. Plus 4 plus 4. The real question is, I'm not sure if kids take up their own spot or not. Like, I don't know if kids just go into the tent with their parents and, like, it's a family slot. Like, if they don't count. You know, like, kids eat free. Yeah. Some restaurants do that, you know. But in any sense, it looks like we have 16 adults. Maybe babies don't count. I could imagine a baby not really counting, since it'd be so much with the. Oh, that was cool. Did you see how that person came out of that tent? They like moved the door away from the door. That's cool. Alright, well hopefully today all of this will be done. All the houses. Fish is great. We're gonna need a lot more though. But once the housing is done, we're gonna stop focusing on building houses and go straight into food. Hey, what's up, Holly? How you doing? Yeah, they got Gulf wing doors on the tents. Oh. Wow. Is this Donna Man? This is Ancient Cities, but there's certainly a Donna Man vibe in there. But I mean, this is what buildings were made out of. Sticks and stones and... Oh, we can designate what they can put in there. Let's do berries and hazelnut. Bum, 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 bum. Music's good. It's good. The food's looking okay. Oh, we need to do leather works too. Okay, let's build a leather making station now. Pelt tanners, yeah. Leather makes the hut you always put the village elder in. Yes, true. Well, you know, you start with a couple of free materials, so at least it helps to kind of speed build your first house. Then the other houses are pretty good for straw. Because typically when straw is... Well, straw's gathered when you start making buildings because they got to clear the ground out for it, so... Am I planning on checking out Star Citizen during the free event going on right now? No, I really enjoyed Star Citizen a lot, but it just became more of a pain in the ass for me. I was just having so many inventory problems, and I couldn't really play because I'd spend so much time backtracking and trying to rebuy clothes and armor and weapons that I bought so many times before. I need a couple years off for it. I'm gonna need a year off, I think. I like it. I mean, I like what it wants to do. I like what's there so far, but it's like a beautifully paved road, but the on-ramps are literally roadblocks. And you've got to do all these workarounds just to get onto the on-ramp. When you hit the highway, it's fine, but after, like having to go off-road and, like, enter a secret password and, like, do a Dukes of Hazzard, Duke Boys level jump across the river. I just wanna cruise, Elite Dangerous, yeah, I've tried that before with same problems too. I played that with, like, Rick and some others. I can't remember who else, and problems in that game too. I don't know what it is with space games recently. They've just been sucking. You guys think Starfield's gonna suck? I'm certainly excited to play it and see what it's all about. Yeah, we've done asteroid mining. I guess the best space game at the moment is the one that people used to think was the worst, which was No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky is a hell of a lot of fun to play to get through those events. Or the updates and things that you get from doing those are great. Jerry loves that too. I love that. Jessica B. Oh, it looks like this house is nearing completion too. Looks like there's lots more reeds to cut down. But yeah, I want to go into Star Citizen, but also, I mean, Falling Frontiers, you hope is cool, yeah. Oh, that seems like it'll be more on the RTS war style, where it's, mine materials, make ships. I'm fine with that, but I want more simulators that do it right. And there's some really amazing ship flight simulators out there, like Frontier Pilot Simulator and Flight of Nova, and yeah, Ixion was cool. Ixion, we're going to take a look at next month as it's about to release. That's kind of like Frostpunk in space, to put it bluntly. Alright, look at that. Our Reed hut is done. Look at that, man. Yeah, so many games, so little time, Danny K. True. Hey, what's up, Jerry? Welcome back, dude. Yeah, happy early Thanksgiving to all you Americans. If I don't see you tomorrow, though, I will be streaming tomorrow morning and in the PM. I have some midday festivities. But my AM stream will be the same. PM stream, I might actually move around it. I'm gonna figure out what my stuff is, where people want me. I'm not doing this stuff myself. I'm invited to, like, several family things, so I just got to figure out the timing. Some people have gotten some new houses in the last year, so I got to figure out who's hosting and where and whatnot. It'll be fun. Food comas are permissible tomorrow, yeah. You hope Starfield plays well, not just looks nice. I agree. Is there money or trade in the game? In this game, no. Yeah, I can't think of any trade or money at the moment. Yeah, Elite Dangerous was fun a little bit, and then I played the, what was it, the Horizons? It's kind of been not great since then. It's been difficult to play, let's say. To speak more specifically, it's like, it's a calming game. I like Elite Dangerous, but, you know what I mean? Oh, we have 60. Oh, we had 69 fish for a minute. Oh. Hard to play after Star Citizen? Yeah. I don't know. I do like space trucking, though. If anything, American Truck and Euro Truck Simulator proved that those formulas of just kind of like chilling and transporting stuff is very good vibes. But that's what Microsoft Flight Sim is too, you know? Even if it's passengers or cargo, it's kind of nice to like get the approval for takeoff and, you know, take off and actually go somewhere and land. Whoa, Stingray, thanks for the 10.
Have a very happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for all the great content.
Thank you very much for the Big O support. To all you guys, thanks for all the memberships, thanks for all the super chats, thanks for watching the channel and smashing like and being in the chat and saying hi. Yeah. I got you hooked on ATS, yeah. Well, man, American Truck Simulator, Euro Truck Simulator, Elite Dangerous, and Star Citizen, for the most part, are all the same game. Or at least the element of loading up a vehicle and bringing something from point A to point B and being able to customize the vehicle in which you use to transport it is, there's something satisfying about that, where even if you don't shoot a gun or blow anything up for a while, there's something amazing about following procedures and just going, you know, just doing the thing, like being in the vibe. Something nice about that. All right, we got another house done. Excellent. All the houses are now done. And we can build another straw one, so let's do that. Let's build another straw big boy. No, not that one. We could build the Neolithic hut, but that's just going to take longer. I got you hooked on Anno 1800, yeah. Well, you know, there's another really cool game that reminded me of the one of the Anno games coming out soon. It's have you guys know Surviving Mars, right? And Surviving the Aftermath. They're making another game called Surviving the Abyss, and it's going to take place on like the ocean floor in like 1976. It's like Soma Simulator. If you've ever seen that game before, like that. Yeah, it sounds cool. I'm hoping it'll be, I don't know, there's a few underwater city builders coming out, and I just don't want, like, post-apocalyptic survival under the ocean all the time. One game is doing that, and it's totally fine. Yeah, I recently played Soma for the first time on the channel for Halloween, and it was a great decision. I'd never played it before, and it was hilarious and awesome. Oh, you got into Satisfactory, yeah. I can't get into Satisfactory anymore because we just restart constantly because of all the updates. I can see why a lot of my friends who played Valheim with me before don't want to play Valheim again until it's fully released. So I can understand their feelings with what I think about Satisfactory, where I like playing Satisfactory, but something hurts me about like having to, or like being heavily encouraged to restart every time. And it's cool, I like Satisfactory, but I need a, I want more. Yo, Rod Gray, thanks for becoming a Raptor Plus member. Thank you very much for all the Big O support. That's nice. Satisfactory is good though. I'll have to wait till like 1.0. It's the same with like Kerbal Space Program. We've played that before on the channel. It's been a million years since we played it, but I want to wait until Kerbal Space Program 2's like coming, you know, like the month that it comes out. I want to finally play Kerbal Space Program again one last final time. All right, we've been doing a lot of good work here. It doesn't look like we've been doing anything in the stream, but actually our people have been gathering up quite a lot of food and also been drying a lot of fish. So if we can get this number up to like 120 for the dried fish, this will be good. Now that we're not doing as much home building, I think we can assign a couple more people to fishing. And a couple more people to hunting. Actually, 5 is just fine. And we'll cut back on Sticks and Stones group down to like 3. House building will still take place, but now we're going to prioritize food a little bit. And how do we even unlock these new religious buildings? Oh, here's defense buildings. Okay, so yeah, that's some of the new stuff there. A Neolithic offering. Small temple to be placed in any sacred place you wish. Oh, it gives them prayer. We gotta pray to the big rock right there. Okay, we'll have our people build a little religious site there. Just finished playing again, 100 Days Winemaking Simulator. Had a bottle of red wine with it. Nice. That game was neat. I did a video on that one as well. Dude, I've played everything. Usually on stream, we play games that we really, really like. I try to do videos on all sorts of games, updates, you know, to things to cover them real quickly. Like, you know, when Farthest Frontier has updates, we make a little video, that kind of thing. But when we got it on stream, that's when it deserves a little extra extendo attention. Or there's more to cover than you'd think. Do I do horror? Yeah, I played Soma. More psychological thriller, but yeah, not really. Like, it's yes, but mostly no. It's not like I'm playing Backrooms every night. But recently we played Evil Dead and Dead by Daylight for Halloween, and you know, we'll play the spoopy games. Oh yeah, we played Rust before too, yeah. There was a big recent, like within the last couple of years, Rust was really big again and everyone was playing. Oh, those fish numbers are just going up, man. Raptor, this game added saves that last through updates yet? Oh, I'm not sure actually. Every time we play, I've always just started a new game, so I haven't really paid attention to see if saves carried over. Maybe they do? Let's make more drying racks. We're getting all this food ready for winter now. We're about halfway through summer. Winter's on the way. Tops are on the way, guys. Oh, did I make a video on Rust? There's live streams. Rust is one of those games where it's just too long to like. I mean, it would have been part 16,000 before I built my first house. Live streaming is very nice to cover the. I don't know, it's just hanging out while also covering a game. I mean, honestly, I could probably cover what's new in this in less than 20 minutes, but I like to play games too and not just make videos. Oh wow, the number of fish has gone up dramatically. We're at 112 now. Fantastic. Yeah, we ran our own Rust server for a while. We just need time off. Honestly, I'd probably be playing a lot more multiplayer shooter games if Bradford and Lumberjack and Jerry and Red didn't. Alright, I'll be honest. If they didn't have a life like me, then we could play more games. Now, I don't think you get attacked like Donna Man in this game, but they do imply that you can build walls that are under defensive categories, so the fact that they called it defense rather than walls means that there could be a future where you could be attacked. It's possible. Yeah, I did Tarkov. When Tarkov first came out, they gave me like a press account, and then I lost, like I forgot what the password was, and I was like, hey, you guys sent me like an account. Can I like recover that? And they're like, what was your account? And I was like, I don't even know. So they couldn't help me. I don't know. I just wanted the press account because it was like a day one Tarkov, like super mega early access. So there's something symbolic to it. Did I do videos? I mean, again, any game that's kind of more... And Tarkov, for me, is just more of a streaming game. Same with Rust. Games that are more for videos are like first look, kind of like, hey, here's this new city builder, here's how it works. Alright, look, dried fish is at 112. This is great. Numbers are going up, boys. Numbers are going up. Wait, are we making fine sticks? Do another stream once a week, late night classics like Super Mario, Zelda, Link to the Past. Yeah, I could do that, but the thing with YouTube is oftentimes it's all about SEO. Like, you'll be damaging your channel if you... YouTube doesn't want you to have fun. If you have legitimate, honest fun, that's not permitted. You have to do SEO new stuff. Unless you're doing something like speedrunning or whatnot. But that means you gotta add an angle to it. But I wouldn't know how to speedrun those games immediately. It would take a long time of practice. Yeah, you can farm in this game. I forget what the crops are, but I would imagine it's the typical, like, wheat, flax. Actually, I don't even know if you can weave clothing in this game. Or make clothing at all. I know we can make, we can make leather, we can make hides and stuff. But I don't know if we can turn it into clothing. Lots of straw, that's good. Not enough tools for hunting. Okay, they need more spears. Alright, they're getting busy. What's my favorite city builder survival game now? I mean, I'm always excited to take a look at what's new. So anytime I'm always excited about what's next, kind of like 10 chess moves ahead. Like I'm excited for Manor Lords. I'm excited for Ancient Cities to release. I want Farthest Frontier's frame rate to increase and there to be more content. I want to see what Anno 1800 does next. I want to see a new City Skylines. But as for survival games, like Valheim's a lot of fun. I don't know. There's so many games to play. There's always a great opportunity for more. All right, we got 136 fish. This is very good. We've got a lot of fish now. We're heading into autumn now. We're over halfway through summer, so winter's on the way. Arc 2. Yeah, we'll play anything new when it releases, when the time comes. Yeah, Captain of Industry and Workers and Resources are two very good city builders / industry builders that there needs to be more games just like that. I would love to see that. Okay, we're storing a lot of food. We got a lot of items here, guys. This is looking quite promising for our survival. I would like to see the population increase, though. Like, I hope we get more people. Oh, the big reed hut has room for 7 people. The smaller ones are for 6. Yeah, we're making more fine sticks. We have 368 regular sticks. So the craftsmen are making up to 5. I think we'll have to increase that to 10. Wish there was a way to prioritize, though. Because, like, they can only make so many things at a time. Typically, you'll have more people working the jobs than you will have people... Or rather, you'll have more things that the job needs to produce. Stick with us? Yeah, I think I will. Gonna check something here. Hundo and 30. Okay. All right. Oh, we built one of the new buildings, or at least it's new to me. Okay, so there are clay pots and stuff in the game. Like, this is like a little offering site. So people pray to that, so they'll bring an offering. Interesting. Kind of works like how the banners do in Dawn of Man. Wow, 1,000 raw stone to build that. Gee. There's also stone graves, and so how do we unlock these? We've got to get our stone working numbers up. So if we build a temple... Build a rock there. That's one of the newer items recently too. But these are the newest ones though, like the passage tomb. But not in order to unlock that, we need to understand more stoneworking and architecture, so we got to work up to that. I like how we can do that in this game. Like, it's based on, obviously if you build more wooden structures, you're going to know more about woodworking, that kind of thing. So that's good. But I've never made these before, so now we got to tell people on the Sticks and Stones team. Gather way more stones in order to build this religious building. Okay, let's speed things up. Hope we have housing for everybody though. Should be fine. Oh, right, we can assign these for fish. Two more for fish. And another one for meat. Good. Even more food coming on in. And hopefully that monument that we're building will give us enough stoneworking upgrades or whatever knowledge to build the new stuff. Or at least take a look at it. I think that's kind of much more end game though after many years. Thanks, Liam. An altar. Wow, 2,500 stones? Some of these take ridiculous amounts of material, but they don't seem too complicated. I like how it is in Dawn of Man, how you have to go get a big megalith. Like, you go find a super large stone, and then you put it on a sled, essentially, and drag it across the map. Really cool. Man, we got a lot of raw fish. 55 raw fish. 184. Winter's not going to be any problem for us at all. We're gonna be all good in the neighborhood here. So we're heading into autumn now. Oh, look at the seasons change. Brown changing a little bit too. Things look a little colder. That's cool. And we're essentially building just one thing now. Yeah, it snowed where I live a few times, yep. Gonna have to tell our people to gather mud, but I don't know if you can actually store it. It would make sense where it would have to be brought directly from the river to a building site. Oh, yeah. We were catching loads of fish in every game except for Oregon Trail the other day. Holy crap, that game had like a weird mini game. We beat it, though. We made it to Oregon. We did it first try. Bum, 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 bum. Dude, I wonder if we can hunt turkeys. That seems like a thing. Oh, autumn's almost here. Love the seasonal transition. You can tell it's coming. Wow, over 200 fish? Damn. Oh, right. I forgot we're building the storehouse. I completely forgot about this. But now that all the other construction's done, they're putting all the materials into that. Fantastic. Yeah, we should probably make this the higher priority. You want to see an update where we get more animals from the time period we're in? I agree. I would like to see more in-depth hunting. But I don't really know what that means. But I do like it when games make it challenging to get food and farming, of course, being more time consuming. Like that. Bum, bum. Yep, Medieval Dynasties on the channel. Looks like our people are eating the meat first. They're going straight for that raw meat. They don't like the fish. Or they're eating the dried meat before it's even put into storage. They're just eating it right there. We're heading into our first winter. We were working on building a bunch of houses, and it seems to have worked out. Bum, 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 bum. What are they doing over here? They're storing random food. Oh, is it beets we don't have room for? Oh, well, let's focus on building the storehouse, and then... This is actually the first time we've ever built like a storehouse in the game. I've never done that. But I'm not sure what else they require for materials. Ah, there it is. So they want more pine sticks. Ropes and reeds we should have. Yep. Yo, Devilish, thanks for the 2. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. Gonna add a few more people to carpentry / crafting. Man, the fishing group did a fantastic job. We're gonna keep going though with fishing. Dried fish seems to last forever, for a very long time. So keep an eye on that storage building. How's this compared to Farthest Frontier? This plays more like Foundation or Ostriv than that. Farthest Frontier to me plays a little bit more like Banished and Anno 1800, or Anno in general. And the Pharaoh series, or Emperor Rise in the Middle Kingdom. Man, do I miss that one, dude. I can go back 20 years ago, back in the day. I can remember playing that game. All that good music too. Emperor Rise of the Middle Kingdom was a damn good game. Educational too. Hey, what's up, RCM? You still have the original boxes of Pharaoh and Queen of the Nile. Damn. What was fun about those games is that they were all about the layout, you know? I mean, it's like how Anno is. There's a little spreadsheet to it, like X number of houses within X number of marketplaces. But we didn't know that, and so when you'd figure that out, and you figured out like how far the person who worked at the well or whatever, or how far the marketeer would walk, it was really fun. It was really fun to figure out how all that functioned. Like, wow, that's how this game is done? I loved comparing games like SimCity to like the Pharaoh series or Emperor, because that was more survival. It was more based on food. Tropico, that was that way too, where it was like, wait, people can like, you had to make food? Whoa. Alright, we're waiting for this. This is funny. This building is kind of tiny. It's like half the size of a house. It'd be nice if these houses, or if the building was just an elevated house. Command & Conquer was your jam? Yeah. I liked making nice-looking bases in Command & Conquer. Not really worrying about efficiency or whatever. But I really loved building bases in Supreme Commander. You'd build a giant-ass base while the PC kept attacking you, you know? AI would just keep launching wave after wave, and you just have your defensive wall while you're building like the mega ultra cannon. That would like throw the like it'd be like an infinity millimeter cannon, and you would just, you know, once it fired, it would like throw the planet off its trajectory. But it was badass. Like, but the other guy had to die, so you had to do it. Good stuff. Alright, storage building's almost done. In fact, it is done. Nice. Alright, so now we can authorize stuff to be put in here. Oh, we can put bread in here too. Fantastic. And grain. Oh, so you can make a granary where it literally stores grain. That's fantastic. Although, at this time, it doesn't look like we can use water technology or wind. Interesting. Alright, well, the beetroots needed to be... I guess we'll just store... Wait, you can only store one thing? Wait, what? No way. It should be able to store everything. What? No way. This building should be able to store a multitude of stuff. Alright, well then we're putting the fish in there, no doubt about it. This building should be able to store a ton of stuff. Like, it's a storehouse. You should be able to put a basket of beetroots next to a basket of, like, dried fish or something. Yeah, it's like, well, yeah, okay. So I like the idea of it being like you could store the like grain in there from the farm, but like the fact that you can't store like a basket, like it's such an expensive building to build that you should be able to store dried meat next to dried fish next to berries or something like that. Well, what's the capacity of this building? I would say 1,000. Or close to it. Maybe 750. Oh, thanks, Liam. Happy Thanksgiving, bro. We found 7 honeycomb, too. What will happen in this game, though, is that if people find stuff, it's never stored on the ground. Our people are smart enough. One thing I really like about this game is that people don't just, like, throw it on the ground and that's it. Like, people are actually smart enough to come to your camp and, like, will store things in small baskets. You can build better baskets, but at least they'll put it in that, like, base tier 1. Like that boring low tier. But, like, it seems like the best thing you can do is build the storehouse. Yo, Riot Stream, thanks for the 5. How's it going? It's actually probably my best run in this game so far, which is concerning. Because honestly, I've kind of turned my brain off, and it's just, things are just happening automatically. This is honestly the best run we've ever had in this game. Maybe it's the number of people we started with where things got done real quick. Or maybe I just knew how to make those work groups and prioritize. I don't know. I'm having a good time, though. Chat, are you having a mandatory good time? Good. Glad to mandatorily hear it. You'd rather see more bear attacks? Yeah, you would. It would be cool. I mean, I would like to see, you know, one of the first games that I can recall that was kind of a city builder where you'd get attacked was in Stronghold at the very start, when you're getting attacked by wolves and things like that. The first couple of missions of Stronghold really feel like a city builder more than a castle builder, because you'd build like maybe a little bit of a palisade and a tower, which was just like a platform for a few of your archers to stand on. But like those early missions were just like, hey man, gather a bunch of meat. Oh dude, we gotta finish Stronghold. So we have a full playthrough of Stronghold on the channel that I did like 2 years ago. And then we have more recent streams where I wanted to play it again. And I thought I could beat it in 2 streams, but I think within 2 streams we got to... I forget what mission we left off on, like the one where you... I think you have to defend the pig. After you go through the pig's castle, you have to come back through it again and like have to... I think you have to defend it one more time or something like that, or attack it again or something. But anyway, hard as hell. Some of those missions are like Fisher Price My First Castle, and others are like storming D-Day alone with like a handgun that's got like 2 rounds missing, and they're just like, good luck, dude. Hey, Screech Owl, thanks for the 5. Wow. Thanks, chat, for the big O support. Yeah.
Despite my best efforts, Unflappable. You have to take tomorrow off, Bray, because... yeah.
Well, I will be taking a little bit of time to go see people, but it's midday. So AM and PM I'd just be staring at the ceiling, so I may as well stream. It'll probably be that way on Christmas too, like in the morning to about noon is when things go down. And the late days just kind of are chilling. To which I would just play games. So I may as well stream. Oh, we can now create small fences. We got our woodworking up high enough. Wow, 249 dried fish. What a great spot for fishing. Oh, it looks like this can store up to 300. Although 300 weight, so fish must have a weight to it, but it doesn't show what it is. Okay. And it looks like tanning is working. I don't really think there's any purpose to make leather. Well, maybe it's required for certain tools. But we can't make clothing out of it. We could make housing out of it, but it's kind of meh. Let's take a look at... Oh, yeah, craftsman. And they're making... Oh, we can make some axes now and get logs going. Then we can make a bow and arrow that would then increase the efficiency of the hunters, bringing in even more meat. Yeah, sorry, no leather pants for everybody. Let's make another house thing. Storage house. Even if his internet went out, Raptor would stream from his sidewalk and talk to passerbys about the game. If my internet went out, I think I've done it before to where my internet went out and then I just live streamed from my phone. The algorithm requires it. Susan's algorithm hungers. Now I can just make shorts. Now I can just like flash the phone at the screen and be like, hey guys, the game, wow. Like, whoa, 36 million views in 8 minutes. Zero context, content, value, or any sort of information at all, but, you know, 63 trillion views, so it's got to be good. Because a view is a view, and so if YouTube can kind of, in a way, say, oh, dude, 70 trillion more people watched YouTube this year. You know, so they can have it at the Coca-Cola board meeting when Susan shows up. So they can continue their valued partnership. That's how it goes. I mean, think about it. If you were YouTube, you have the option to, you know, keep doing things the same, or just open up a TikTok recycling center where you can say that every re-upload of an Instagram or TikTok to YouTube on YouTube Shorts is this vibrant new masterpiece, handcrafted by, or it's just recycling. And thus increases the overall views, which shows a line going up on a graph. Right? I mean, that's... It's not about inventing something new, it's just about recycling now. But there's nothing wrong with it either. I say that as if I'm complaining or against it. I don't find any value in it, but like for some people it's just much more easy to share and palatable to see something that's entertaining. But it's not what is that word? Edutainment, which is good. Like Tom Scott, like I'd rather watch a 3-minute Tom Scott than a 30-second girl in her kitchen crunching up Doritos into a frying pan and then adding hamburger to it, then putting it in a bowl and calling it a reverse taco or something like that, and being like, ma'am, your cooking should be illegal. You know what I mean? But it gets the views. That became so specific. It's true. But those are the things that I see. Like, it's my job to, like, kind of be aware of what's going on. You guys keep asking me about Star Citizen. Am I gonna have to do a Star Citizen stream this week? I already feel the pre-disappointment. Like, I can already feel the pre-disappointment. Wake up in the apartment, spawn on the wrong side of the bed and fall out of the building and die. Lose inventory I didn't know I had. Spawn again, but then the server crashes, so then I gotta spawn again in a different server. I gotta go down the elevator, and since it's been a while since I played, I gotta find the terminal again. Then I gotta spawn probably the Avenger Titan. And then take the Titan over to the wherever. Ship explodes mid-travel, and then I gotta go back to the apartment again. And we're back to 0. And now 2.5 hours have passed. I mean, I thought for a while Star Citizen was hitting good. Like, it was like best game ever. Like, I was feeling like, oh man. But it's like it's gone in reverse of like problems, you know? It's like, dude, we've added RGB to everybody's apartments. You can now change the lighting in your apartment slightly. Oh, okay. Well, my inventory disappeared. What are you gonna do? Yeah, I don't know, dude. Star Citizen, you know, welcome to the verse. Yeah, dude, hey, we've added new water droplet technology to the shower. When you turn it on, the droplets look real. Okay. Well, hey, can you make it so that way I don't die in the medical bed when I'm respawning and then have to respawn again? Oh, no, dude, welcome to the verse. Hey, man, dude, dude, you can now pick from 3 different types of interiors for your Mercury. Mercury, whatever the hell. Mercury Star Runner. Okay. Well, hey, the water on that one part of the planet, like, you can just walk through it. Can you guys, like, make swimming mechanics? Oh, no, dude. Tech's not where we want it yet, dude. We're gonna need to wait till... Whenever this game takes place, year-wise, we're gonna have to wait till that year before we can do it in the game. Okay. God. Yes, it's just Kappa faces all the time. Like, I don't hate Star Citizen. I just want to love it more. That's all. But sometimes you just want to grab Chris Roberts and be like, "Why are you like this?" Sorry, I got distracted. Alright, anyway, we're waiting for the Temple of Doom over here to be done. I love the smoke effects in this game, too. I really wish there was actual fires in these larger tents. You know what'd be cool? Is if they made something along the lines of like a Viking longhouse or something, or like a bigger building that also had a fire in it. I don't know if that's possible, but it'd be cool as hell. Don't do Star Citizen before Pyro comes out, not worth it. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you know. Like, everybody who watched me play Star Citizen sent me a lot of like in-game currency and was super nice to me. And the community, the people of Star Citizen are the frickin' nicest people in the world. I've made so many good friends through Star Citizen, and there's really nice people who play it. And they're super patient, and they're helpful, and they're good players, and they'll kick your ass too. Like, if, you know, if there's a bounty on their head, they'll take you down. But like, I love that community. But it's like a classic car show where all the classic cars are on fire. And everybody's kind of talking about the classic car, but it's kind of ignoring the fire. And it's not that big of a fire. It's like someone dropped a cigarette butt in the back seat of like a nice convertible. And I could see the upholstery going up in flame. But everybody's kind of busy talking about like a new handle that they bought for their roll-up windows, and it's like, yeah, it's cool and all, but the back seat's ablaze, dude. It's like, it's literally like this. This is Star Citizen right now. That's what it's like. Yeah, we're slowly going into winter. We're at speed like 2. I guess we'll speed it up further. I want to build some of the new stuff. It's here, but we just need to finish like our current stone build. So we got tons of people going out and gathering stone. And they're actually building this thing right here. Does the performance drop after you build a lot of stuff? The performance is kind of, you know. Or are you talking about me? Because I have kind of stopped playing after I built a bunch of stuff. But honestly, we're not really worried about shelter. We're worried about fish. Sorry. Got a little excited. Nah, but damn babe, Chad, I want to watch Lion King suddenly. When we first arrive on the planet DMCA. When am I going to cover RuneScape? I don't know. I mean, I remember playing RuneScape, but I know nothing about it. All I know is when I played it, it was cool. It's still cool. It's always been cool. RuneScape available now. Since like 20 years. Over 20 years. Oh, not you, of course, the game. No, I think it's... I don't know. The game's still a little choppy, but honestly, I'm going to have to start thinking about getting a new PC soon, too. Or at least up in my graphic card games. These bad boys aren't cutting it no mo. But usually you really want to future-proof a PC, too, because of the... you know, the clunkiness of certain games. Some games are kind of just unpolished, and so having a beefy PC is kind of a way to work around that. What graphics cards are you using now? Dual Titans. NVIDIA Titans. Now this build that I'm using is from like 2017, like December 2017. So... we're approaching about year 5, and about time I take this PC out to pasture. Bloodland has the same problem, yeah. But I know there's some games that are just clunky too, like Farthest Frontier, for example. You know. But not all games have like crazy cool graphics either. Like Valheim, for example, doesn't need to have that to be fun. Although, boy, was that stream fun today of Valheim. Can't wait to play again. Wow. I'm gonna leave my house. Oh, died again. Why do you take off chat recording from Valheim stream? That's usually done by YouTube, and it's random, and I don't know why. I always leave the after every stream. You guys should be able to see the chat. If you don't see it, YouTube just randomly, I don't know if it's still processing a stream. YouTube used to have this issue for about a half year where I kept telling them this other crazy thing that would happen. If you did a stream over 4 hours, YouTube would just do this thing where it would just pick up in the middle of the stream. Like, a stream would end, and then you guys would go to watch the stream from the beginning, and then the beginning would just start from the middle and not show like the previous stream. So the fact that there's like, if the chat disappears, that doesn't surprise me. If you don't get the notifications, doesn't surprise me. If you're watching this stream and this stream ends and you just get auto pushed to some other video, doesn't surprise me. Hey, we've discovered pulses. Awesome. Although that should be a oh, legumes. It takes a few hours for YouTube to put in the live chat. Really? It's amazing how slow this website is. This platform. My homepage showed your stream for tomorrow and yesterday, but not your current live stream. Yeah. No surprise. All right, let's survive our first winter. And we're building our second storehouse too, so that's exciting. Can we build torches or something for lighting? We can build a well. Yeah, exactly, Oswald. Exactly. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving, chat. I hope you're all enjoying time with family. Some of you are probably already with family. Some of you probably already traveled earlier in the week or took the last couple of days off, or get the extendo weekend, taking, of course, tomorrow off and Friday. Those of you who celebrate and celebrate with family or friends, co-workers, neighbors, roommates. Dude, our fish is up at 415 dried fish. We need to do farming though. So wait a minute, for farming, how do we do this? So we make a farmland plot, then we can grow something like wheat or whatnot, then it's brought to the thresher and then they need to mill it? Yeah, okay. So they do hand milling and then they bring it to the oven. But I also wouldn't be surprised if they could make it at the campfire too. The oven might just be more of an efficient way to do that. But the oven takes 250. We've seen that in our previous live stream too. That's a pretty cool way to do that. I would like an option though for a water wheel. Yeah, farming's probably not a good idea until like the second year. Like at the start, especially with us, we have like, this is perfect farmland here. We could make like a big O farm. But when we've got 409 fish, it's like, do we do more farming? I mean, it'd be a good idea. Diversify our food income. We can now create bone harpoons. Oh, even better at fishing. Ah, so our culture has mostly been around fishing now. So let's make the bone harpoons. Actually, that we'll make the wooden ones still, but let's switch the team. We'll switch sticks and stones to also gather, to gather bone. Which actually, we could have been doing that for a long time because hunting will create bones as well. So the bones are probably still out there. You can just bring the bones back and turn them into bone harpoons, and that further helps the fishing. Hunting should be a thing too, though. We should be able to make a big old bone spear. Bone, 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 bone. Yep. Bone, 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 bone. Bone, bone, bone. Alright, let's get into winter. Dude, we've got straw everywhere. I think, like, in the spring, we could just demolish all these houses and upgrade them to the big straw house, because it's a higher quality. Pretty sure. Yep. So big reed hut is the best one to build, except for the Neolithic roundhouse being like the best of the best. That's like the end game right there. I don't even know if we have enough material to build that. Okay. Of course, the storehouse is a little more important. Yeah, the first year goes pretty fast. Well, year one, you're probably... So the first year in this game, you want to focus on finding a really good spot to build, setting up your storage, starting to clear land and starting to build houses, and then maybe building houses and then pausing a few of them just to focus on them one at a time. And then later in the year, figure out where you're going to do your farming and try to keep it nearby. But always keeping those things in your mind at the same time. Bum, bum, bum. Into winter we go. You can't help but noticing some of our houses have smoke alarms. Are you from the HOA, the Hut Owner Association? Well, let's see how far they get into building this cool new Neolithic roundhouse. Yeah, it looks like we can only plant crops, but we can't domesticate any sort of animals. Now, there does seem to be the way to build fencing for them. So, like, it should be entirely possible that we should be able to breed animals, chickens, for example, and being able to have eggs, but, that's not a thing. That's the same in Farthest Frontier too. Like I'm blown away that they don't have anything but cows in that game. No chickens, no sheep. Well, it's entirely possible to have chickens or something going on. No, that's true. Yeah, the fences now are mostly to keep animals out, but in this game, I don't think they... I mean, if you want to play it as realistically as possible, yeah, you could definitely build a couple of smaller fields and separate, you know, build a wall around the camp, and maybe more importantly, build a wall around your crops so that way you can keep them safe from animals and whatever else. Well, looks like we need 12 logs to be made, too. Alright, so if we're going to do that upgraded house, we need to do... another group. I really would love to invest a lot more time into this game. I think when it finally fully releases in 1.0, we'll start a... I think we'll actually start like a full playthrough where we actually build, do all the farming and stuff. I like to cover all the new stuff, but it's certainly going to be a 1.0 thing, I think, to cover like a full multi-part stream or series, that's for sure. I'm excited, because I do want to build all these things legitimately and realistically. No, there's no way to make dino nuggets. Sorry to break it to you, bruh. Wow. Construction on the big house has begun. Twelve logs are needed. That means more wood is needed.
More wood is needed.
That's right. We also need 750 mud, but I guess we'll worry about that when we get to it. Probably next spring we'll tell everybody we'll get as much of this house done, put it on pause, and then tell everybody to go gather mud. 750 is kind of a bit. You have a top 3 of your favorite builders that you always go back to? SimCity 4. I'd like to go back to Emperor Rise of the Middle Kingdom, but I don't think it'll run for modern PCs. Railroad Tycoon 3. Roller Coaster Tycoon. For sure. Last one is the best, I know. Roller Coaster Tycoon. Bruh. Bruh. Oh, Space Engineers? Oh yeah, I played that like last year with Bradford. Yeah, Roller Coaster Tycoon was a game changer for like business building games. Oh, this monument's almost done. That tree down there just fell. Do I watch anime? Probably not as much as I should. There's some good ones out there. What's up, It's That Guy? How you doing? Alright, a few more logs, rope, sticks, and then we wait for the mud. The mud's going to be the hard part for that one. But that'll be next year. Alright, heading into winter. Let's go full speed. Let's see if we can survive. Damn, this beat is popping. I'm pretty sure with 544 dried fish, a bunch of beetroot, some good pulses, dried meats, we will have no problem surviving this winter. Do I remember Theme Park World? Not that one particularly, but I probably played it. Monopoly Tycoon? I don't remember that. It does make me want to play Monopoly though, like the board game. Like digitally with everybody. Hey, we completed our monument. Alright. That apparently gives a big bonus to the camp. Let's take a look. Helps a bunch with prayer. We still got a ways to go with stone working though. We can build another one. Oh yeah. Cereal box games, yeah. Roller Coaster Tycoon was one that came in a cereal box, that's true. Monopoly Tycoon came from a cereal box as well. I think it was one of the first ones where you could go from building view to first person. Really? Wow. Yeah, the music here is nice. I like it. Jumping. Alright, so now we just gotta get 750 mud. Make a mud group now. There we go. Transport Tycoon, great game. True. Yo, Brave Wolf with the 99 cents. Thank you very much. Alright, so we are entering winter. Basically here now. Ooh, would you look at that? Oh damn, these houses are not going to be that hard to build at all. Yeah, fish is at like 450. Ba-dum-bum. Now we got a ways to go on that mud, but that's cool to see that house. Oh, dude, look at that. I've never seen this house style before. So it seems like what we would do over the next couple of years is delete all the old houses and start building these for comfort and insulation for all the hardworking farmers, and then start farming just for fun, although fishing is more than plentiful for our people. That house looks amazing, though. Fish is at 427, 416. But our hunters and our fishers can probably work year round. Farming is just the one thing that, well, we'll have to make bread, and I don't think that'll last as long as fish. It'll probably last a lot longer than berries. Dude, this house looks cool, and the building process of it is amazing. I want this from Manor Lords, where houses take, like look like this. And then 75 reed, which we should have. Oh. Oh, this is gonna look so cool when it's done. Do we have enough reed for this? Oh, we have no reeds. Okay. So it'll have to get finished the next year. Unless... our people are going and gathering reed now. Yeah, it looks like it'll be real warm in there. Good insulation. It might not get done anytime soon, but... now this place has a pretty mild winter. Oh, a group of people have arrived. Let's invite them to the camp. See if we can find our settlement. Find a river. Maybe not that one. Go. So that thing will be done. I think we'll be good on that one. All right, so that building there should be done with more reeds. I think we can just assign the new workers to gathering reeds, and we should be able to build that. Although it's winter, it looks like we could still use them. Plenty of fish, over 400. And we're over... Oh, spring's right around the corner. We can already see it. There's the little flower. Nice. Ah, nice sky indeed. Very nice. 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 That's the autosave? Nice. Nice. I want to go back to that other view. Yeah, that one. Cool. All right, guys, that's all the time we have tonight for Ancient Cities for the update, taking a look at some of the new burial buildings and such for it. We'll be back tomorrow for more Valheim in the morning and some other stuff in the afternoon, maybe some city skylines. That's what I got planned, but we'll see. But anyway, this game's now coming out on March 24th, 2023, so we have a release date, so we'll be covering it a lot more and trying to do some more completion for it soon. So thanks again to all you cavemen for joining me. Thank you very much for all the likes. Thanks for subscribing, and I'll see you all soon. Thank you very much for all the Big O support. Catch you next time, chat. Thank you very much for watching, folks, and we'll see you tomorrow. Good night, everybody. Take care. See you soon.